How to attach CSST flash shield piping, which may be a pipe or tubing, stainless steel tubing to move natural gas from one area to the other area or fixture, from perhaps gas stove to gas line to gas stove, gas line to uh, gas furnace, tankless hot water heater, etc. Here to the right is an example of CSST pipe. The insulation has been peeled back a little bit farther than perhaps one needs to, but this is just for illustrative purposes only. But this is the black iron here. Most people know this. This fitting here is for the connection to make a transition between CSST pipe to black iron pipe. So if one looks what they what it's great to peel this back, perhaps use a razor knife or something. This is kind of rubber-esque. They make one that's harder plastic. I'm not a big fan of that. It's just difficult to work with. You have to be careful with your razor knife. You don't let it slip and cut your finger or whatnot. But anyway, this, peel it back. Now, when one sees this nut in this particular name brand, keep in mind these fittings are proprietary for the most part from manufacturer to manufacturer. So one manufacturer may not fit the other. They may have their own type. This one, when one pulls this nut back, you will find this ring. And if one looks very closely at this ring is actually split here, and 180 degrees on the other side it's split. This is two rings, so be very, very careful when underneath the house. It's easy to sit here and do a video, but when one's on their back fighting spider webs, perhaps snakes, wet moisture under the ground, fumbling with their light, fumbling with their tools. But now if you lose this, this is going to make your seal. This will be two parts. So you would take half of it, put it here on this one, half of it, put it here on this one between this corrugated thing here. Again, this insulation is peeled back farther than it really needs to, but this is just for picture. This looks almost like a compression fitting on this side. So then one takes this nut after they've got this secured in this little groove in the corrugated. Again, this is two pieces on this particular manufacturer. So you see, if we pull this off, we could pull half of it off this way, half of it off this way. So then once this is secure, be careful not to drop it. Pull this nut up. Then this should sit back here. Then this nut should start to this thread here will coupling up with this thread, and one should slowly begin to tighten it, holding both sides. Once both sides are tightened, then this will kind of come up. It will push and make a fitting, and it will secure it so the natural gas should flow through fine. Now, this end is like an NPT, National Pipe Thread side. So this just simply screws into here. So if you've got one line here, you may want to go ahead and screw this in and be sure to use your pipe dope, but you may want to go ahead and screw this into your black iron. Once you get this screwed in, it's difficult to say it's not a one-size-fits-all when one begins to do the plumbing underneath the house. So if you find it more convenient, because this CSST pipe, it will move a little bit. This black iron, it is not very pliant. So you could actually, if it seems easier to do, perhaps you could actually, if you were going from this pipe to this pipe, now you could put a coupling in and put this pipe here on this side too. So, or you could put a coupling, then a cutoff. There are multiple ways to configure this thing, but you could screw this in. Again, have your washer here, or I'm not sure if that's the correct term. This is two. Pull the nut up, screw it up, say this is already screwed. It should make a good seal. So, and once you make a good seal, you have attached the CSST pipe to the